Hi guys, a few of you have emailed me on my website about what is the best book to start with to learn jazz or jazz harmony or jazz solos or scales, arpeggios, all of those sorts of questions. So I've compiled 3 books that I think are useful. So this is the first book. It's Jazz Solos for Guitar by Les Wise. If you don't read music, this has tablature and it covers just about everything, and it's inexpensive, and there's lots of information, and it's light, and you can carry it about with you anywhere you go. In this book they'll take a solo and then they'll break the solo down and they'll go into the various scales or arpeggios, whatever they're using. So for instance, in this book you can see that they've got the bits of the solo, but here you can see the scales and where they break it down to what scales they use. You'll see it like this, and then they'll break it down. Also get the lead sheet so you can comp. But they'll also give you a solo as well. So for instance, at the beginning you'll get like a solo, the whole solo that the guy plays on the CD in music notation and tablature. And then, like I say, they just break it down to all the scales. So it goes like that. They'll show a part of it, and then they'll break it down into all the scales. And they'll go into the pentatonics again, into altered scales, melodic minor, all of this sort of stuff. There's lots of arpeggios where they look at the arpeggios and substitutions. Lots in here about substitutions. So you see things like here with melodic minor, arpeggios. So this book really does, it encapsulates a lot of information. And like I say, it's light. You can just take it anywhere, put it in your guitar case, in a backpack, or just carry it. Keep it in your car. This book cost me £9.95, say £10. You should be able to get this book for maybe $15 or under. But it's worth it because, like I say, it's a very thin book, so you can just put this in your guitar case, or you can take it anywhere with you, and it has absolutely heaps of information. You've got altered scales, you've got melodic minor scales, jazz, blues, comping and walking with bass lines and chords, and you get the CD. It's all round brilliant, and it's got a tablature. So if you're a guitar player, this is a book that you can, this is going to last you a long time. Basically, it's a very, very good book, and it's inexpensive. And if you look on Amazon, I'm sure you can get this second hand for $10. Okay, my second book, if you're a sight reader and you read music and you want a really, really good book that covers everything, maybe more for piano or saxophone, then I suggest this book here, Jazzology Encyclopedia of Jazz Theory for all musicians. Again, this book here covers just about everything. When you go through here, through chord changes, I don't know if you can see this, and ideas of then using these changes, and then let's see. We've got lots of ideas for substitutions, reharmonizations. Again, modal interchange, this type of thing, modal interchange. This type of thing, which is really, really, really interesting and useful, especially if you're a composer. There's just pages of this fascinating stuff, fascinating chord sequences. Again, reharmonizations. There's pages as well of rhythms, which is very, very useful as well. There's also lots of notation where you've got harmonizations, reharmonizations, also using the rhythm, syncopation and anticipation. Pages with ideas for improvisation. Pages of pentatonic scales. Pages with chromaticism and how to use it, how to employ chromaticism. And approach notes, that type of thing, sidestepping. On the back it says intervals, jazz harmonies, scales and modes, 2-5-1 cadences, harmonic analysis, piano voicings and voice leadings, modulations and modal interchange, reharmonization, jazz piano comping, jazz tune forms, arranging techniques, improvisation, traditional jazz fundamentals and practice techniques, and more. Again, this book is a very, very inexpensive book for what you get. I mean, you get quite a thick book. There's a lot of information for your money. I paid £12.95 for this book, £13. I don't know how much this would be in dollars, maybe $20, but I'm sure, again, if you look on Amazon, you'll find it very, very cheaply, maybe $10 if you can get it second hand. This last book is for anybody that wants to spend a bit of money, is very, very dedicated, really wants a massive, great, comprehensive book. And that's this book here by Mark Levine. The Jazz Theory book. As you can see, it's a great big thick book. It's got a great big ring binder on it. This book is quite expensive. I think it's about $38, $48, £38, £48. But you can get it cheaply on Amazon once again. If you look on Amazon, you can get this like £20, $20 second hand, or in second hand very good condition, which is basically, it doesn't matter, because if you buy this brand new in a shop, because it's got a ring binder on it, they generally get bent about a bit. So it doesn't make a lot of difference. Why is this book good? It's just got everything in it. I mean, this is just everything you can possibly imagine, and there's pages of it. There's too much stuff to show you really in this book. There's just too much stuff to really show you. It's just information galore with scales and arpeggios, and again, how to use them, ideas. Also, you got your giant steps and all this stuff. But this book also goes into other areas like how to practice, what tunes to practice, talks about heads, the repertoire, and all of this sort of stuff. But again, this is only for people that are perhaps really, really obsessively dedicated and want to spend a bit more money. So in closing, I would say that this book here, Jazz Solos for Guitar Players, if you want to study jazz like guitar, this book here is probably the best one that I know of. I'm sure there's somebody's going to write something in the comments section saying, such and such has a book that's better than that. There might well be, but out of all the books I've come across, this book covers everything. Secondly, if you want an encyclopedic knowledge, but you want just music notation and you don't want to spend very much money, then this book is a very, very good book. And lastly, if you're very, very dedicated and pretty obsessive, and you just want music notation, again, I would recommend this book, because it's really thick. It's just there's so much in there. It's a bit of an extension of this book in a way, but it's got lots more in, how to practice and things like this. Very, very useful. Anyway, I hope this video has been of some use to you. If it has, please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, click the notification button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.